The Cult of Coronado Heights, a chilling encounter. Hello and welcome to another unsettling episode of Dark Midwest Mysteries, where I dive into the strange and unexplained corners of America. Tonight, we're venturing into Kansas, to a place shrouded in history, intrigue, and fear, Coronado Heights. But beware, this story isn't just about the past. Some say the darkness there never left, and that it's still out there. For those unfamiliar, Coronado Heights is a stone castle-like structure perched atop a hill in central Kansas. It's named after Francisco Vázquez de Coronado, the Spanish conquistador who allegedly stopped there during his search for gold in the 1540s. The hill offers stunning views of the Kansas plains, but beneath the scenic beauty lies a darker legend, one locals rarely speak about. For decades, there have been rumors of strange happenings at Coronado Heights. People have reported seeing shadowy figures near the castle after dark. Others claim to hear unsettling whispers carried on the wind, even when no one else is around. But the most chilling tale centers on a mysterious cult said to have operated, and maybe still operating, in the area. It's believed the cult formed in the 1930s, around the time the stone structure was built as part of a Works Progress Administration project. Some say it started as an innocent group dedicated to preserving Kansas history. But according to whispers that persist in nearby towns, their mission took a sinister turn. Locals claim the cult believed Coronado Heights was a spiritual nexus, a place where the veil between our world and the otherworldly is thin. They supposedly performed rituals at the site to commune with the beyond and unlock hidden knowledge. And while no official records exist, there are stories, dark ones, about sacrifices made to maintain their power. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a skeptic. I love these stories, but I never really believed in them until I visited Coronado Heights last month. What happened that night changed everything for me. I arrived just before sunset, planning to film a short segment for this channel. The hilltop was quiet, the stone structure silhouetted against a fiery sky. The air was still, almost too still, like the land itself was holding its breath. As the sun dipped below the horizon, I set up my camera. I planned to capture the castle at night for some eerie B-roll footage, but almost immediately I felt off. It wasn't just the chill in the air. It was the sensation that I wasn't alone. At first, I brushed it off. It's an old site, after all, with plenty of creaks and groans from the wind. But then I noticed the noises weren't random. They were rhythmic. A steady drumming sound, faint but unmistakable, seemed to come from the nearby woods. I grabbed my flashlight and decided to investigate. I know, classic horror movie mistake. But curiosity got the better of me. As I moved toward the sound, the drumming grew louder. My light barely pierced the darkness, but I began to see shapes, figures, maybe a dozen or more, standing in a circle. They wore dark robes, their faces obscured by hoods. At the center of the circle was what looked like an old stone altar, and on it lay a pile of what I can only describe as offerings. Animal bones, burned candles, and what might have been blood. I froze. My heart was pounding so loudly I was sure they'd hear it. Then, as if in unison, the figures turned toward me. I don't remember running. I don't remember how I got back to my car. All I know is one moment I was staring at those hooded figures, and the next I was speeding down the gravel road, my tires kicking up dust. When I finally stopped miles away, I checked my camera. Somehow it was still recording. But when I played back the footage, there was nothing. No robed figures, no altar, just static. Since that night, strange things have been happening. My phone rings at odd hours, but there's never anyone on the other end. I've noticed cars parked near my house that vanish when I try to approach them. And just last week, I found a small, blood-red handprint on my front door. I've tried to contact local historians and law enforcement about the cult, but no one will talk. It's as if they're afraid to even acknowledge it. So here's my question to you. What is really going on at Coronado Heights? Is the cult just an urban legend, or is it something much darker, something that's still active today? I plan to go back. Not tonight, not tomorrow, but soon. If you don't hear from me again, you'll know why. Stay safe out there, and if you ever visit Coronado Heights, don't go alone.